Good morning, good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Cammy. Hey, Sissy. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'm not going to be on here long. I've got some work to do. Just finished my first meeting of the morning. But I want to talk a little bit about mental health. Because mental health is important in this season of our life and the things that we're going through. Thank you, Cammie. I read something the other day, and I was supposed to do this live yesterday, but I got busy. And then I fell asleep. Then I woke up and got busy again. But I read something that was alarming to me because it said that coronavirus, a lot of people won't die from the coronavirus, but they're going to die because of the fear of what's happening. And I've already seen an alarming number of suicides that are happening around our country, around our world. And it's something that's near and dear to my heart because, as many of you know, my sister committed suicide at the age of 19. And I myself have attempted twice to commit suicide. I had 2 failed suicide attempts because God had something else for me in store. And so it's important that during this time that we learn to balance life as it is today. We need to learn to disconnect. We need to stay informed, but learn to back off and be disconnected just a little. Take this time and use this time to do something else. Do something that you've always wanted to do. Learn to do something new. Get out of the house. Don't go nowhere. Now stay in because it could save lives. But you can get outside of your house. You can get out in the yard. You can exercise. Maybe there's something you always wanted to cook, but do something for you that's going to keep you mentally stable through this. I had to learn the hard way that mental health is important. It's important to learn to love you. Take this time to reconnect with who you were, who you used to be. A lot of us were saying that we didn't have time for this and we didn't have time for that. Well, God made a way that we have plenty of time now. Learn to do some of the things that you used to love to do. I love gardening. I love being outside. I love basketball. I've incorporated all of that into a routine regimen every day, just going outside and getting out, taking my dogs for a walk. Going on a 4-mile walk around town. I'm not touching anybody, but I'm able to see people as I'm walking and speak to them. Please learn to disconnect. Stay off the news so much. I know we have to learn about these things. Get in the Word. Set aside an hour, 2 hours for a Bible study. Some of us never pick up our Bible until it's time for us to go back to church the next Sunday or the next Wednesday. You got plenty of time now to learn the Word for yourself. One of my favorite scriptures comes out of Philippians. Philippians is one of my books that I love too. But Philippians 4 and 6 says, and I'm reading from the, let me see what translation, the Passion Translation of this, because it kind of breaks it down for us in simpler terms. It says, don't be pulled in different directions or worried about a thing, but be saturated in prayer throughout each day, offering your faith-filled requests before God with overflowing gratitude. Tell Him every detail of your life. Then God's wonderful peace that transcends human understanding will make the answers known to you through Jesus Christ. So keep your thoughts continually fixed on all that is authentic and real, honorable and admirable, beautiful and respectful, pure and holy, merciful and kind. And we know the truth of the matter is that no matter what is going on right now, God is going to bring us through this. He did not bring us this far just to leave us. I used to love the song. He didn't bring us this far just to leave us. No, he didn't. He is going to keep us. He's kept us through many more things than this. And I know that God is going to keep us through this. But you got to learn to keep you too. So you got to learn to guard your eye gates, guard your ear gates, guard your what you're talking about. Don't talk about coronavirus all day, but talk about something else. Talk about the goodness of Jesus. Talk about what he's bringing you through. Take this time out to reconnect with family. Take this time out to check on somebody that you hadn't checked on in a long time. Make some phone calls, make some text messages, or just sit down somewhere and don't focus on the bad things that are going on. The news is set up and designed. That's their job, to keep us informed of what's going on. And every time you pick up something on the news, every time you look on Facebook, there's something about the coronavirus. There's something about coronavirus. Disconnect from Facebook for a while, Instagram, whatever. Disconnect from social media and take some time out for yourself. Your mental health is important. And if you're struggling with depression, if you're struggling with fear, reach out to somebody and talk to them. It's okay to tell somebody that you're struggling. It's okay to tell somebody, I'm not doing well today. It's okay to admit that we all have some hard times. Just open your mouth and say it. It's as simple as reaching out. But reach out to somebody that's going to uplift you. Don't reach out to somebody that's going to tear you down farther. But reach out to somebody that's going to help you make it over this hump. Because depression is a spirit. But depression can be overcome, because God did not give us the spirit of fear, but of a power, of mind, and a sound mind, a love and a sound mind. He gave us the ability to overcome depression, y'all. You don't have to sit in depression. One of the things that keeps us depressed is if you know you're in a dark place and you sitting in a dark room, just step out on your porch and step into the sunlight. Get some of that natural vitamin D. That natural vitamin D. You'll be surprised what a 5-minute walk can do for your state of mind. You'll be surprised what a good conversation with an old friend that you hadn't talked to in a long time can do for your mind. I'm taking this time to do some things, even though we still working, because we are essential to what we do. Also, in the meantime, in the middle of working, I'm also doing some other times. I've been saying that I was gonna, do some spring cleaning. I've been wanting to do some painting. Time to get my flowers planted. Time to get my garden planted. Take some time out for you to do what you need to do to keep yourself sane. I cannot stress this enough. If I got somebody on this timeline that watches this live and you struggling and you don't have nobody to talk to, inbox me, call me, and tell me, hey, Minister Watson, Keisha, whatever. Just say, I need help. Can I have 5 minutes of your time to talk? I'll gladly sit down and talk with you, but taking your life is not an option. It is not an option during this season, because coronavirus is only for a season. It's only going to last for a minute, y'all. It's not going to last always. This too shall pass. Your life is important. Your life is not your own. It's not yours to take. God gave it to us for us to worship and uplift and to edify him. And I declare everything that's attached to me is going to win, even in this season. Even though it don't look good, don't feel like you're going to win. It don't smell good. It don't sound good. I know things look bleak and depressing around us right now. But I promise you, if you hold on, things are going to change and everything will be all right. And if nobody else tells you today that they love you, I love each and every one of you. And if I have offended anybody, if I've hurt anybody, forgive me, so we can move on. Because God, y'all, we living in times where it's time for us to forgive people. It's time for us to move past all this petty stuff. God is speaking to us. Are you listening? Are you hearing where we are? Not a time for us to be fighting with one another, cussing out each other, talking about each other. But it's time for us to come together. It's time for the church to be the church. And it's not about that building. As I said on Sunday past, it's about what's in your heart. Does the church really reside in you? If the church resides in you, I don't care who hurt you, you ought to be able to forgive them and move on. And remember, forgiveness ain't for them. It's for you. It's also a part of your state of mind. A lot of us are so depressed. A lot of us are so down and out because our state of mind is altered. Because we got so much hatred in our hearts. Because we got so much jealousy. We got so much malice in our hearts. If you get rid of all that, if you work on you and let everybody else work on them, I promise you, you'll be a better person. The only thing we need to look forward to in this time is being better than we were yesterday. Is being better than we were yesterday, y'all. We can do this. Together, we can do this. I said it earlier. If you need to talk, reach out to me. I got you. I got you. I am my brother's keeper. I got you. I'm covering each and every one of you in prayer. Praying that God dispatches his angels to surround each and every one of us. That he'll keep us in perfect peace during this time. And he'll keep our minds stayed on thee. I love you. I'm going to leave you with this because one of my nieces asked me to. Tragedies are commonplace. All kinds of diseases. People are slipping away. Economy's down. People can't get enough pay. But as for me, all I can say is thank you, Lord, for all you've done for me. I love you. Have a blessed day.